Hi everyone. You may have seen me around Spring Garden Academy. I'm the financial coach. I provide support to our community members on their journey along financial wellness and financial freedom. And today I wanted to talk about financial literacy and teaching our children early on about finances. It's important to remember that children are also observing and taking in how we talk about money and our day to day interactions with money as well. So we want to teach them early on about finances and the importance of money management. Starting off with our pre-K and kindergartners, you can just stick to the basics. Introduce them to the concept of money. You can show them the different coins and bills that we have, and help them understand that this is money you use to pay for the house you live in, for the groceries in the fridge, for the light that you use in the house, the water that you use, and for those fun things like ice cream and getting that treat after school. As they move into elementary school, they have more of an idea of how money is earned. They see their parents and guardians going to work and earning an income. And they might also earn an allowance by doing chores or keeping up with their schoolwork. So you can even make a chart on how much they earn for each chore that they do. And then this is a time where children can start to plan ahead. So you can help them start thinking about the idea of savings and encourage them to set a savings goal for maybe a toy that they really want to buy, and setting money aside each week with their allowance or chore money to get to that goal. As they move into middle school, kids are ready for more advanced financial concepts. They might have more challenging chores, they might be earning more allowance or income as they're getting older. So maybe setting up a bank account could be a great next step. It introduces them to the idea of a institution such as a bank or a credit union. They can open up a savings account and start understanding the different concepts of deposit, withdrawal, and maybe some fees that a bank might charge. And then they can see their money grow if that savings account earns interest and helps them encourage them to save even more along their journey. And then there's our high schoolers. They're getting ready for that real world. As parents, you might be scared or worried about that, but it's also important to get them ready financially. There are two key concepts that I want to talk about. One is making a budget with them. Our children, maybe they don't work, but they might be entering the workforce soon as a part-time job or once they graduate high school. So you want to calculate how much they'll earn every month, figure out what they're spending on each month, and then compare to see if they're spending too much in a certain area and if they want to cut back a bit. And this is also an important time to stress the importance of paying themselves first. I know as adults it's really hard to put money aside once we're setting our habits, but in high school it's a great time to teach them that when they're earning income, it's important to set a certain amount aside for themselves, for their future self. The rule of thumb is 10%, but you can always start smaller and then work your way up until 10. So it's good to teach them not to spend all that they earn and to live below their means. Another concept is the idea of borrowing money. Some of our high schoolers might be thinking of going to college. They might be thinking about financing their first car or even moving out once they graduate. So we want them to understand what borrowing money looks like, what a lending institution is, what interest is, the terms of paying that money back, and that there's no free money. So you want them to understand how much they're borrowing and what it looks like paying back. And also that leads into the conversation of credit scores. What is a credit score? What is it used for? And how it will impact a lot of decisions moving forward. And when you're talking about credit scores, don't forget to talk about safeguarding their personal information, such as their social security number, their birth date, and any other identifying factors that are used when you're trying to borrow money. And don't forget about those credit card companies. They're ready to pounce on our children once they turn 18. And so we want to talk to our kids about the pros and cons of a credit card and how to use it responsibly. And lastly, for our adults out there talking about money and financial concepts, don't forget to share your own money stories with your children. When we think about money, sometimes we think about mistakes that we made. And it's okay to share that. We've all made money mistakes. I definitely have. But we want to think about those lessons learned and pass them on. And also talk about those good money decisions that we made that really helped us along the way and we were knowledgeable and it created a path for us. We don't want to scare our kids. We just want them to have a good understanding of what money is and making good financial decisions. And I know, just a note for this pandemic that we're in right now, just remember to look at your budget again. It's different than it was 2 to 3 months ago. You're probably spending more on utilities and groceries and less eating out. So rework your budget and see how your spending is. And then maybe that can help you create your own savings goal for the next year to build your own nest egg back up so that in case there's another emergency outside of a pandemic, that you're ready for that. And that's all I have for you today. If you have more questions or would love additional support, feel free to reach out to me, reach out to Spring Garden. They'll be happy to pass my information along to you. Take care. Thank you.